All right, let's go to something that I feel strongly about, and I'm afraid that there are a lot of Republicans now that have Donald Trump in office. They will say, "Oh, things aren't so bad. We don't really need this," and that is the Convention of States. In your State of the State speech, you spent a good deal of time talking about the Convention of States and why we need this. Are we going to be added to the list? Are we going to be a state that is involved in the Convention of States?
There is such a strong movement in the state of Texas right now. I began talking about this when I wrote a book on it and started touring around the state of Texas talking about it. And there are well over 100,000, I'm told hundreds of thousands of activists, not just people who support it, but people who are actively engaged in the political process, who are taking the Capitol by storm, educating the members of the House and Senate that it needs to be done. Remember this, and that is last session we had here in the state of Texas, the Texas House of Representatives did adopt the Convention of States platform. We at that time, were only a vote or two short in the Texas Senate. I think we will have enough votes in both the House and Senate to finally get this done and make Texas a leader in this process of a Convention of States. Let me follow up on kind of a comment you were suggesting about Trump, and that is, remember this for your audience. The problem that we are in now nationally is not a problem caused by one president alone. Yes, Barack Obama did more than his share to depart from the Constitution, but this is something that's been going on for almost a century now. It goes back well before FDR, who was one of the leaders of getting away from the Constitution, but it goes back into the 1800s. And so it's been the process of erosion, just the way that you would see a river erode over time. Our Constitution has been eroded over time. So this wasn't a problem caused by one president. It cannot be fixed by one president. Simply because Donald Trump is in there doesn't mean our constitutional flaws are going to be fixed. Let me give you the most easiest example, and that is, I know you and many of your listeners will know the 10th Amendment. We want a 10th Amendment to be upheld, and that is that all powers not delegated to the federal government in the Constitution are reserved to the states or to the people. Well, there's a problem in the way that provision is written. It doesn't specifically say who gets to enforce the 10th Amendment. All we want to do is to add a clause or a sentence that says states have the power to enforce the 10th Amendment. That's easy. It's common sense. It's something we could get 38 states, which is 3/4 of the states, to agree upon, and it restores power to the states to enforce the 10th Amendment.
We would like to have you back on. I know you have to go because you're a governor of an important state. But we'd love to have you on again because there are just so many things that need addressing, and you distill them so well. Texas Governor Greg Abbott, we appreciate your time, sir. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you, Glenn.
You bet.